All right, so before we start, I was thinking you can do the catchphrase for me instead of me this time.
Okay. What is that though?
Um, on today's Fire Minute.
Okay. I think I got it. On today's Fire Minute.
No.
No, that's not it.
No.
Okay. On today's Fire Minute. On today's Fire Minute. I don't know if I got it.
It's okay. On today's Fire Minute, go ahead, Zog.
All right, we got a question for you guys. Have you ever gone to pick your 50-foot coupling and selected the wrong one? I know I have. I'm sure all of us have been in that situation before.
Oh, I've never done that.
Oh, never?
No.
Yeah, right. Well, for the rest of us mortals out here, I've got a couple ways that we can solve that problem. The first is a piece of reflective tape on that 50-foot coupling, which makes it much easier to select out of the lineup. Another idea is to use either a newer or more distinguishable or even a different color hose as that last stick with the nozzle attached to make it easier to select out of the lineup as well. Here I'm pulling my line. Obviously you want to get a good flip and try to keep it as neat as you can-ish. And then as you lay it down, try to keep it somewhat organized. And now I'm going to go for my coupling. Here I have my pile. I'm going to reach and grab my 50-foot coupling. As I reach down, is that it? Nope, that's not it. I see my tape. Cool, I got it. And I'm off to the races.
We were sitting around talking about this Fire Minute, and Scott Mackey overheard us and mentioned that he was at a car fire and actually used it. So I thought we would talk to him and see what his experience was.
It actually worked out really well. The way I pulled the hose off of the rig, we ended up with a big pile on the ground, and I was able to find that 50-foot coupling really easily, grab it, turn around, and run with it because we had a nice wide open space.
One of the questions that came up was we don't have the green reflector tape on the 100-footer, we have it on the 150 and the 200. So somebody asked what was the reasoning for pulling the 150 on the vehicle fire rather than the 100-foot Mattadale?
Generally, for most car fires, I'm going to pull the 100-footer. It has the lower GPM nozzle on it so we can save some water. That being said, if I'm a little further from the car, I usually gauge around 50 feet or so. If we're a little bit over 50 feet away from the car, I will pull the 150 so that I have enough hose to comfortably work my way around the car. If we're within 50 feet of the car fire or whatever, whether it's like rubbish or anything like that, I'll pull the 100. That's usually my go-to. But if we're just outside of that, maybe about 75 feet or so, I like to pull that 150. I think in our area, we have a lot of vegetation on the side of our freeways, and I've had some experiences where the car fire will catch the vegetation on fire right next to it, and then that starts to run, and it's nice to have a little extra hose just in case you have to get a little bit closer to that.
That's some great info to pass on, Mackie. Appreciate it. Also, Zog, thanks for demonstrating the usage and for a little bit of humor there. I hope everybody enjoyed this week's Fire Minute.